on this one. So the next pair, I quickly want to share a fresh opportunity I'm looking at on the Euro USD. And if we look at what has been happening on the Euro USD since the later part of last week, we will no, it's not the later part of last week. I think since the beginning of last week, we will notice our price has been trending to the lower side on the 1 hour time frame, as we can see that strong impulse leg that happened during the course of last week's trading session heading into this new week, and that is more or less a sign that we want to be going further bearish on this pair. However, we can't just jump into that conclusion if we see patterns that's setting otherwise. Now, if you look at what happened, as soon as price tested this area during the course of yesterday's trading session, I think the early hours of today, I guess, that's around 1.03, 1.04 area. We saw a sharp rejection. Price rejected that area, came back up. Then we saw the second rejection close to that area, which gives us something that looks more like a double bottom structure. And we all understand that when we identify a double bottom structure on our chart, then definitely we want to be thinking of a reversal pattern. And how do we know if this reversal pattern is going to hold? Then we need to have the patience to wait for a breakout of structure, which will be our signal that then a retest of structure to take advantage of the bullish move to the upside. So what I'm going to be looking out for going into the New York session is this. I want to see a breakout of this structure, a retest of the structure, then I look for patterns on lower time frame that supports a trend continuation to the upside. Now that we are heading to the New York sessions, we still need parameters that will guide our actions going forward. We all understand that after every double bottom structure, there is an impulse leg there is a neckline within that structure that we will be using as our guide going forward. So if we bring out the line chart at this point and we look left, we can see that our neckline falls exactly at 1.04, I think 1.04700, I guess. I think so, 1.04700 seems to be an area around here we could take advantage of a retest of structure. So that is our neckline at this point. I think I should just give it a label for the sake of clarity. Let's place it at the center. Okay, we have something like this at the moment. So we have, very good, we already have a breakout of structure already, and that's the signal we've been waiting for. At this point, we've already had that signal. Then we're looking out for a retest of structure, which appears to have happened. But if you are the patient one, you might want to look forward to seeing that candle close. And we still have around 14 to 15 minutes left for this candle to close. So we are waiting for a retest of structure, a reversal pattern on lower time frame that will give us a signal to go further to the upside. While we wait for this retest to happen, personally, I already have a pending order right at 1.04975. I'm looking at a buy stop at 1.04975 at the moment, and then I have another one at 1.05087 where I'm looking to take advantage of the bullish momentum when it finally happens. When we have a stop loss right below previous structure at around 50-55 pips thereabout, and then we'll take profit target at this area where price started during last week's trading session. Please, it's important that we note here that this is more or less like a counter trend opportunity, as if price comes into this area where it was during last week, we might be seeing price crashing further down from that area, or the possibility of price breaking out of that bearish trend line. A retest could push price further to the upside. But pending the time that happens, at the moment we still want to be sticking to what structure is giving us in the last 24-48 hours to use as a guide for our action as we head into the New York session. So this is what we want to be looking out for. We want to be looking out for a retest of this line, Then we look for patterns on lower time frame that will suggest that the bullish momentum is actually valid at this point. So this is what I'm looking out for on the Euro USD. So I would suggest that we remain patient. And if you want to be with me on this one, you can set your pending orders at the points I just highlighted using the purple dotted line. And you can as well screenshot my screen so that you can use it as a guide going forward. So thank you for that. And 5 seconds for any questions. Let me see if you have questions whatsoever. I'll give 5 seconds for that. Samsoni, hello. Hi. Virginia, hi. Good morning to you. 756. How can I go through it? I want to know more about this X trend speed. Well, like I said earlier, this forum was designed by Excerpt to bring together traders. It's like a forum where traders come together and we look at peers together and use this opportunity to determine where we want to be going as we head into the New York session. So here we talk about pairs, and if you have pairs and commodities you want us to look at, you can write it in the comment section, and if there is time I will look at it and project what my expectations are on that commodity. And in addition to that, I also want you to be around, stay with us, be with us here, and with time, as you be with us, you begin to understand how this works out and you can start participating. 403, how are you? Well, I'm fine, thank you.